Hi everybody, I'm the Reluctant Reviewer, and I have an item to show you that I just took out of a box. It's vintage, so it's kind of cool to be able to still open something up that was from not yesterday, but many yesterdays ago. It is a 1978 by Hasbro Ronald McDonald. He's a little flat, his hair in the back, but he's been sitting for many moons in a box. This is kind of like Ronald McDonald's type of thing of like the Bessie doll, not Bessie, what was it called? Like the Dress Me dolls, where you work on zippers and you'd work on ties, so you can tie his shoes. He has a zipper here, just goes up and down. He has a whistle, and you put the whistle in his mouth, and when you squeeze him, oh, he blows the whistle. I get a kick out of that. Probably wouldn't be doing that nowadays because it's got a string, and strings got taken off of everything so that you would not strangle yourself with them. But this is really cool. You can use the whistle too to blow it if you just have to take it off. And then you have his pocket, and there's a little string. Oopsie, sorry. And when you pull the string up, it's Grimace! Grimace is hiding in his pocket. And then you'd hide it back inside and keep the little string up, and boop! Grimace is there again. He's really cute. He's soft and cuddly. Obviously, he has a lot of space here of air just so that he can blow his whistle. It's really cute though. If you look at some of these on eBay that have been around and tortured for a while, they kind of look really scary. But fresh in the box, fresh out of the box, he is really cute. So this is a doll based on a restaurant character. You have dolls based on celebrities, you have dolls based on TV show characters. So that's our segue into what we're going to show a few things of. Some of my favorite ones, not all of them because that would just be too much putting things away. So this is Ronald. Like I said, he's from 1978 and he's made by Hasbro. Yes! Okay, I'll put him down. I mean, you've seen a lot of celebrity dolls. Like you could just off the top of your head know which ones they were, like Shirley Temple. Shirley Temple as Shirley Temple, and Shirley Temple as a character in every single movie she's done. So there's a doll made for her from Stowaway, from all their movies. So you know she's both. Then you have things like Dion babies. They are famous in their own right. So you see Dion's, a lot of Dion's. I only have the little single one, but she's there. And then you see things like Julia, which is made by Mattel as a Barbie friend. That's Diane Carroll, who passed away this past year. And mine is oxidized to the red hair, which I don't mind the red hair. It's kind of cool. It oxidized really nice. And then you have Twiggy, who is another friend of Francie's. It's a good thing I took her out because I need to pop her in with some water and some denture tablets and see if it'll make anything. Otherwise, I'm going to have to go to Ritz and try to make her face colored again. But those were friends made by Mattel. And then you had some other ones that were made by Mattel. Veronica and Betty from the Archies. Now these are some of my favorite ones. I think they did a really nice job on their Betty and their Veronica. It's definitely more the modern Betty and Veronica, but they are so cute. Other favorites I have would be the Munsters, which I didn't pull out, but I've shown it before in a video, which is another one made by Mattel. Another favorite Mattel one is this one. Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? It's Speed Racer and Trixie. And I think they did such a really good job on the Trixie. Yeah, it's based on the movie version of Speed Racer and Trixie, but it is so cute and it's pretty much spot on. There we go. Put your helmet up there so we can see your face. So those are some that you've seen before that people make more and more celebrity dolls of. As far as Mattel's done things on, and this is not a complete list at all, Sound of Music, James Dean, Olsen Twins, Lindsay Lohan, Donnie and Marie, NKOTB, BTS, MC Hammer, Buffy from Family Affair, Vitamin C, the Rebelde, which is a Mexican soap opera, and that's a whole set of dolls, Lord of the Rings, Star Trek, Munsters, Addams Family, Gone with the Wind, Mary Poppins, and on and on and on and on. Frank Sinatra, Elvis, ba-da, 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 Cher, and you could just keep on going. So if you wanted to just get celebrity dolls or character dolls, just pull in Mattel and pull up celebrity dolls. Another company that did a whole bunch of celebrities would be F&B. They did a Legends series, and that started in the 80s. And it started with a centennial version of W.C. Fields. Put your hat on. There you go. They did a really nice job on the faces for the character dolls. They are all spot on in the Legends series. I wish it had continued, but I got a few of them. I think I was missing just maybe 2 or 3 in the end. He's nicely done. His outfit looks good. He's got his big old pink nose. He doesn't have a stand on. His shoes have the little parts that go over on top, and he's got a houndstooth pair of pants, and the jacket, and the cravat. Is that how you say it? Cravat? I can't remember. So he was the first one in 1980, and that was his centennial. It was only made in his centennial year, 1880 to 1980. So he was the start of it. I'm going to have to put you down. I don't have a stand on you. The next came John Wayne. I like John Wayne in movies. I like to watch those movies with him. He has a list here. I kept the tag on it. And this is the symbol of the West. Oh, no, this is the second one. We have to do the first one. This one's the first one. The Guardian of the West. Also John Wayne, with his cavalry kind of outfit on. So this is the Guardian of the West, and this is the symbol of the West. So I had to get those. We like John Wayne. My mom loved watching John Wayne movies. And you see he's got his rifle, and if you look at the Guardian of the West, if you open this up, he has his rifle there too. Now the F&B series, the Legends series, those are pretty affordable if you look on eBay. Just make sure that if you're buying the John Wayne ones, that they have their hats and that they have their gun and it's not a replacement gun. So we'll put this back on you. So that's 2 and 3. Oh, also, if you do get them and they're in perfect condition, you might want to put something like a wrap of some sort of plastic on this, because these do get really dusty and they moved around from many places with me. So they are not in perfect condition anymore. And this one likes to flop the hat, so. Okay. Don't point it at you, dear. Okay. The next one that was in the series, let me fix you, darling, and this just came off you recently. It's Mae West. So if you like Mae West, you might like to get a doll like this. I will tell you that Mae West's dress faded to brown in front, so I have windows, you know, so and I also have marabou flying all over the place from her boa. So if you do have her near a window, this part's going to turn. This part didn't. This stayed black. So it was kind of sad that this turned on her. And you can see she's got her necklace on, and she's looking at her friend WC over there. Put you over there. And then the next one, Groucho Marx. He is really a good looking Groucho Marx. I wish they had made all the Marx Brothers in it, which is good. He's been around just as long as Mae West, but still, he looks in pretty good condition. I love the glasses, I love the mustache. So if you're a Groucho Marx fan, that might be something that you would like to get, and they are still really affordable. Now, after Groucho, it would be Judy Garland as Dorothy in the Wizard of Oz, which if you watch the Wizard of Oz video, under the F&B Dorothy, that's the one. So I didn't take her out again for this. So she would be there. And then we have... Oh no, what do we have? Oh, if you're a Lucille Ball fan, you'll notice this is the outfit she wears on the Lucy show. So they made a rendition of her with that. Her hair's, okay, let's see there. Oh, okay, there we go. She has a little fading on her ribbon. Her ribbon has started to turn brown instead of black. I wish they knew that the ribbon was going to turn and find a different one. But she's a really good Lucy. She's kind of looking like the marionette one if you've ever watched the beginning of that show. Next would be Liberace. My Liberace, his outfit did not last, sadly. It has lots of glitter, lots of stuff that falls off on it, so it's not in good shape at all, and Liberace is in a bag somewhere. I did try to sell him at a yard sale. I was hoping that somebody, a seamstress, would want to pick him up and find him, make him a new outfit, but no one wanted him, so he's back in a bag somewhere, and maybe someday I'll find somebody to make a different Liberace outfit. The Liberace is really outstanding, and he came with the rings on his fingers that you could take on and off, these bogus rings. Up next in the legend line is Humphrey Bogart, which is really probably one of my favorites besides John Wayne. Well, actually all the guys are my favorites there. I put your head on the wrong way. Wearing his trench coat and his hat, it has a loop on it so that it's supposed to go on his hand, and then he just holds it here. The loop is outstretched, and I haven't fixed it, so he's wearing brown slacks. He's very dapper. What is faded on him is his tie. His tie is a very pretty purple that is turned to more of a lilac on the top. Okay, what are you gonna do, you know? Once I take Mae West out, then all the marabou feathers are everywhere, so they're just like flying in my face. But Bogey is really a good one to get. Next is James Cagney, which really looks like James Cagney. And his clothing is still bright and colorful, and he's another one with the little cover on his shoes. Nice to hang out with Bogey. Let me put you there. Put you there. Now, after that, there were other ones in the series. There was a George Burns. By that time, I wasn't collecting the legend ones, and I never ended up with George Burns. And then I believe there was a series 2 with presidents, and military celebrities like Eisenhower and MacArthur, but I'm not quite sure. I've only seen that on one site that there are ones, and I don't see any other ones over that site, so over those names. Oh, and there's a possibility of Claudette Colbert as Cleopatra to go with this Legend series, which I think I did see her, and I wasn't as impressed with her. These guys, their character faces are really good. Now from World Dolls, they came out with a Marilyn, who's, I had her in a case, and I realized that Mae West and Marilyn both, their faces were a little sticky and glossy, so I had to clean them off a little bit. But this is a pretty Marilyn. She does have this necklace here, and if you do leave it on, it does tend to make little colored marks from like tarnish marks on there, but they rub right off. If you wanted to keep it on there, I mean, I just never did. I think people put clear nail polish on the backs of the jewelry and then put them on the doll after that. So this is Marilyn in all her glory. And then ones I have by Matchbox, I have Freddy Krueger. Because if you like haunted and scary movies, you'd want one. He's a talking one, but this guy doesn't talk really well. He did when I took him out of the box, so. Welcome. I think he wants to say welcome to Nightmare or something. It's a shame he doesn't work anymore, but he is really scary, and he does look like Freddy Krueger. And then also by Matchbox, they did Pee Wee Herman from Pee Wee's Playhouse. And he was in perfect condition, and he should still talk.
Hello, I'm Pee Wee Herman. I love you.
How about something different?
Hello, I'm Pee Wee Herman.
I don't know if he says something different. There we go. I like the laugh. And the face. I mean, you gotta love the face. He's so cute. So those are just some of celebrity stuff that I thought, well, a set that would be pretty easy on your wallet if you're looking for dolls. And especially the Legend series is really nice if you collect male dolls, because the majority are male. I always told my son he gets all the boy dolls. Anything that's a boy, he can have the boys. And Cupid can have the girls if she wants. But the boys have to go to the boy. And I showed you ones that, that are different. There are so many that are the same. People keep making the same things over and over again. Mary Poppins, let's make 100 Mary Poppins, let's make 100 Dorothys. So something that's different, and you might be interested in that. So I hope you found it interesting, and I hope you liked Ronald McDonald, and I'll talk to you later.